Hello, everyone. I'm Phalanges,
I'm Azar.
And I'm Dad Trizak.
and welcome to the Mousecast podcast for the week of Friday, August 29th. This week, we have a very special guest, Azar from TENTA-X, as you just heard. So, as always, subscribe. We do this every week, every Friday. Discord, link in the description below. Engage with us there. Gentlemen, as always, what is on your desk right now? How about start us off, Daz?
Got the Incot 029. The review for that dropped today. And then we'll see how well this shows up, but in honor of the guest. Oh, I've disappeared. There we go.
Oh, Cataclysm.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. There's a cataclysm from TENTA-X. So I picked this up on the used market. It was hard to come by. So
Yeah, that's
Okay.
nice. Thank you, man, for
Yeah.
the support.
yeah, for sure.
Nice. How about you, Azar? What you got?
I got the Stormbreaker, okay?
Okay.
And for the mousepad, I actually have something not released. Okay, it's maybe the fastest cloth pad so far.
Ooh,
Even faster than Jinsoku, yeah.
I love to
interesting.
hear that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's interesting. For me, I've got my like sort of custom Viper V3 faker and a Matrova Breeze. So, last week, guys, we did a poll to the audience that was, do mouse reviewers compete for views? This was actually a pretty good discussion with with Logpile. Let's see what people voted. One person voted yes. Okay. Well, great participation. Uh,
5 people.
I know. That's okay. I don't have a new poll for this week, so why don't we just jump into our headline topic? We'll play some retention gameplay. Azar, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Who are you and what is TENTA-X?
So basically, I am a gamer. Like, I have been a gamer for so long. I think since I'm 7 years old or something like that. I'm actually a pharmacist also,
Oh,
but I
wow.
left that kind of line of work for a bit now. And I started TENTA-X actually in 2023. We were originally registered in USA, but now we registered in Hong Kong. And so far it has been just me in the company, but I'm getting actually a lot of help and support from, the community. Like a
Good.
lot of people are helping out, but it's officially just me so far. And I guess we're just focusing right now on mouse pads. That's
Do
it,
you
I
see
think.
yourself expanding into anything else in the future?
Like maybe cases as we already did.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Like so far it's cases, but I don't think like I'm not seeing myself into going into like a new mouse or something like that. I have some crazy ideas. Like I've been experimenting. Like I had an idea that would not increase actually the accuracy of mice, but it would increase the perception of accuracy, which was to change the position of the sensors to make it under your index finger.
Oh,
And
huh.
Interesting.
it did. And at the same time, it was not good because it was so accurate that it made any small twitch or any unnecessary movement to be registered.
Yeah,
It was
And
like
I
overly
think G
sensitive.
Wolves, yeah. I was gonna talk about that. G Wolves, I think they just did something like that.
yeah. Well, so the G-Wolves VOOC has dual sensors to get around the Pwnage patent of having an adjustable sensor. So they have one sensor all the way up here above the scroll wheel, which is rather interesting, especially for people who do what is it called, like wrist maxing
Yeah,
in
yeah.
reactive tracking scenarios.
Yeah, if you do this with the normal, like more of the mid high or mid low of sensor position, actually it goes with you like right and left, straight, like a straight line. But when the sensor is this high, it actually start curving
Arc.
with you.
Yeah, that makes
That makes
sense.
Yeah,
sense.
Depend, if you're
yeah,
doing arm versus wrist. I also played
yeah.
around. You can get these on Amazon for like $8
I
here in
have
the
this with
US.
me.
Yeah,
I have this
they're
with me. Yeah,
they're really
yeah,
cool for. I mean, they have garbage sensors in them. The issue that I ran into is when you click, even if this is a really light click, it moves it moves. So a mouse
Yeah.
by design, it's a stable. You're pressing
It's a stable.
downward. Yeah. So
You know what's even better? Like it's crazy aim. It got crazy aim. Graphic pins.
yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay, yeah.
Wacom tablet and don't the Osu. Am I how do you say this? Atsu Osu. These players.
Yeah, like I played a while Apex Legends on one of these,
Yeah.
and I had to use. I was actually shooting using spacebar.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Oh,
yeah, and it's really pain using it to loot. Actually, like in aiming, it's perfect. It's more than perfect. It's
yeah.
crazy. But when you try to looting or something like that, it's really hard. Like I start being, you know how you move when you're looting a box in Apex Legends. You kind of can't do this for some reason.
Sort of
So
like
you
beating
have the
around
same,
and yeah. Okay.
yeah, you have the same disadvantage as controller players in this moment.
Wow, that's powerful. Yeah, I forget who it was, but remember that like little 3D printed titanium fingertip abomination?
It's the log file, yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, this
yeah. This one, yeah.
this is Logpile's most viewed video. But yeah, this thing's I forget the name of this. Pen Grip 22. I remember when this was posted to Reddit, it got a ton of upvotes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks
wild.
crazy good, man.
Yeah. All right.
Looks like
Well,
it's out of The Witcher almost. Yeah, it's a cool aesthetic.
yeah. Guys, go watch
No,
Logpile's review.
I don't even like ping on my scroll wheel because I feel like it throws my aim off if I have to aim while I'm pinging something. So I understand how sensitive the pen can feel.
Yeah. All right. Why don't we? Let's get back
We've
on
we've
topic.
gone off a tangent. Yeah.
That's how you know we're nerds for this stuff. Okay, so next question: where does the TENTA-X name come from?
Oh, so when like we're looking at names and stuff like that, at the end I figured out, okay, I'm gonna go with some kind of animal, okay? And for me, if I would be an actual animal, I would choose to be a wolf, okay? But for some reason, I
Hell
didn't feel
yeah,
like it would go like with the brand. And then I was like, okay,
G
so
Wolves. Yeah.
yeah, G wolves are like it's already taken. But I was like, I will go with something cool and alien and stuff like that, and it came from octopus actually.
Yeah.
So 10 to
Okay.
X.
So
Octopus
TENTA-X
grip.
is actually about tentacles, you know?
I had no idea.
And yeah, because I feel like it's the most thing that we have on Earth that looks how aliens, how we
Yeah.
like imagine aliens, you know? They're
Hey,
very
I'll be
floaty,
on
they
there.
have tentacles and stuff like that, and they're actually pretty smart. Like it's a pretty smart, you know, I don't know, fish or animal.
Yeah,
They have
they're
some
pretty
They
flash.
intelligent.
are.
They
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
do crazy things actually. So it came from here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a cool backstory, actually.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Um, was there a specific moment or catalyst that got you into gaming mice and pads and such?
It actually started with me, I think in 2022 or something like that, taking a course on Amazon FBA, you know,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
selling on Amazon.
Yep.
And like part of it, you have to use a tool called Helium 10 to do analysis on products and stuff like that to pick a winner product to start selling.
Hmm. Okay.
And I did a bunch of products and things were not going like really good. And I was like, okay, I want to do a mouse pad. I want to start selling mouse pads, and the numbers didn't add up. Like according to analysis, it should fail 100%. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the risk, you know. And I did it, and it was going very slow. And at this point, I thought, okay, I need to like do some kind of marketing in a different way, not just use the Amazon ads. And I made a list of like 30 YouTubers in USA because I could only deliver to USA, and was like
Hmm.
sent to them like emails, and only three replied. And we went through and sent like review units to two of them, which were Liam and Stubby.
Okay.
Liam
And from
is
there,
aim adapt for people
aim
who don't know.
adapt. Yeah, aim
Yeah.
adapt. So both of them, like, yeah, it was a cool one. I think Liam was impressed with the quality of it, and at this point, like, he told me, okay, so why you're not doing like forum base instead of rubber base? And I'm like, okay, what is that? And he basically gave me like mousepad 101 crash course, you know. And then I went on and started doing more research and stuff like that. And then I came back to Stubby and Liam with I think about 8-10 samples for each one.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, and it started from this. Like I sank into the whole world of mouse mats. You know, like most of people are. Like people are stuck in the subreddit mousepad review. They can't get out.
Yeah, it's a small
Who was the
sub.
third person that responded to your email?
I do not remember, but he's not
Okay.
actually like he's doing YouTube videos, but he's not part of our community, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, but we didn't like agree.
So that's
But I do not
interesting.
remember him.
It was
Oh.
so this was okay. So you've been a gamer for decades, but you went after mouse pads because you wanted to sell a product on Amazon.
Yeah, like I was already selling products on Amazon, but for some reason, like
Oh,
even if the numbers didn't add up, I wanted to do because actually it was a desk pad, 120 by 60 centimeters, and I wanted to offer something I actually liked, which was a desk pad with no logos at all, like full black.
yeah.
Minimalist. Yeah. I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So it started from there. Like it's something I need. Okay, why not make it?
It's actually did Amazon FBA myself for like a year, and it was brutal trying to make money. But I wasn't like making my own like stuff. I was like going store to store and like scanning all the labels and trying to find like things I could buy cheap on clearance and resell them. And the
Yeah, but
margins are brutal.
yeah. It's really hard right now. Okay, but I think if you started it maybe 5-6 years ago, it would have been doing really great. Like I
Yeah.
wish I started
Mm.
more early.
I always wanted to get like the name brand shoes unlocked so I could get them at like Marshalls and Ross's, but I never got there. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier though that you're a pharmacist, and
Yeah.
so is this full time? Are you still a pharmacist? Were you doing a
No, no,
pharmacy at the
no,
start?
no, 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 no. My first job was as a tennis trainer, actually.
Okay.
Uh, this is why I was still in college, you know.
Okay.
And after that, I worked as a community pharmacist, which is like I'm inside the pharmacy. After that, I stayed 2.5 years in Pfizer. I worked at Pfizer, you know.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And then I got back into community pharmacy and then into marketing, stuff like that. And at some point, I had to go into the family business, which is real estate.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
What a career roller coaster.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. But you sound very entrepreneurial. So now, how about now? Do you have I guess, a day job?
Yeah, the family business, which is
Real
the real
estate
estate
currently.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And you have a family on top of all this? How do you find time? My
Yeah,
goodness.
like it passed by, man. It passes by, you know.
Okay.
It works out, so it's all good.
Was
I talk
there
to all these people that have the most interesting lives. Like I just like went to college, was a developer. End of story. Like
yeah,
But
getting through different career paths sounds very interesting, but also challenging.
yeah, yeah. When I left, when I was thinking about leaving Pfizer, like everybody called me crazy. Like the pay was good, it was a stable job and stuff like that, and I was actually really wanted by the company. Like when I tried to leave a couple of times, they were like, "Okay, you can't leave. We need you. You might be something big for us in the future." But for me, I
hmm,
was like, I understand myself a bit. I was like, okay, I can stay in this job for 10 years, but I'm gonna leave. This is not the line of work I wanted. So I'd rather
wow.
take a risk now and leave, you know?
Respect, dude.
But like looking back at it, I had to find like I actually left without having another job. So I stayed like a good while without a job, and this was a really bad move. I think like
Okay.
if you want to jump from a job, you have to have another job. You know,
Yeah, I get it, because
it put
otherwise
me
you
in a
might
bad
feel
position.
like, right, because then you feel like you don't have, when you do get an offer or something, you have to say yes to it because you have nothing else at the moment, you know?
Yeah,
It can be
yeah,
risky.
yeah.
Plus, if you have a family or other people who are depending on you, or, you know, bills to pay. Yep, of course. But I still think
Yeah.
that's very impressive that you decided, that you knew yourself enough that you wanted to take the leap. And so it's like, whether I leave now or in 10 years, you know, better off now, I guess.
It was at this point where if I didn't leave now, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, no, I'm gonna leave and then figure out things because it's I don't know, maybe I was kind of depressed from the job itself, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't think about other options. I had to have like a space in order to be able to think like in the right way or something.
As much as you wish you could have lined something up, you just had to free yourself almost to get there. That
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, well, dang, that's a really good that's a really good introduction. We covered a question I before I even asked it too. Why don't we talk more about some pads? So I have like a bunch of product development questions here. So, um, here's actually a question that came from one of our Discord. No, this one came from Logpile. What is
Oh,
your
great.
process for finding new services? Are there like manufacturer catalogs that you browse? How do you go about finding new surfaces?
Yeah, okay. So yes, there is like some kind of catalogs that you can be sent, and some of them actually have like parts of pads. Like you have very tiny small pads, so you can actually like see
That's
the
cool.
difference and stuff like that. Yeah. But this was not the case when I started. I didn't know about the small pads thing. I wish I did, you know. But like the fabrics, I think it has two things. Let me tell you, like in a different way. When I sent about 8 to 10 samples to each Liam and Stubby, okay, like they introduced me to. They told me, okay, most of these pads are actually 1-to-1, and I was like, what's that? They told me they are like clones of the exact same pads that are already in the market, and both of them told me, except one of them, we never seen this kind of fabric or surface before. And Liam really pushed me. You have to release this. This is really good. I don't know how he came by this,
Hmm.
but you have to release this one. It's insane. And I think it was for me kind of lucky at the point. And from then, I'm not like I decided I'm not gonna go to clone like some pads like you know how the market is, you know.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, and at some point, I think I thought there's too many brands coming new into this thing. I have to find a new way to differentiate myself.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, it has to be like fabric development to have my own surface, and actually send it to the factory to be used. Like I will not be dependent on the factory itself. So I started like a little research, and then someone introduced me to a fabric manufacturer here in Egypt,
Hmm.
and he explained a lot of stuff to me. And then I actually like did more deeper research and had like I think four full specs of four different fabrics I want to do, but the cost is actually insanely high. So
Hmm.
right now there I want my business model to be to do these fabrics and actually test them first, because there's no guarantee that the specs I choose will actually turn out to be good.
Hmm.
But I cannot afford it right now. So my second option was to start looking for them on the market. Like I will not ask the mousepad factory for them, but actually start asking fabric manufacturer. But so far, I was not lucky enough to find what I want. So I'm still between this and this, and it's all dependent on the factories right now.
Okay.
So have you worked with a handful of factories or just like a single one? I'm assuming as
No,
many
no,
factories
no.
you've talked with.
I was working with only one until I actually traveled to China to meet other factories and stuff like that. And I found like really good new factories to start doing stuff like with them. Like our new Jinsuku was the first thing. It's actually the same exact fabric. It's done like by them, and since hence the new base. Like they showed me a new base that I really liked, and this is the new base for Jinsuku. And we are right now doing, like, I think we're in the packaging process of our Octogrip, but we're changing its name to Shenrei,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and it's not gonna be exactly the same because it's gonna have a little difference, but it's the same exact surface still. But it's gonna be faster, a bit faster. Still control pad, still slower than Artisan Zero and Saturn Pro,
Hmm.
but faster than the original Shinrei. And the original one will be also produced again,
Interesting.
but this one it has different adhesive process, like how
Yeah.
that fabric is applied. Yeah, and this was actually cool. Like most people just change stuff about, let's use this fabric on maybe firmware base or another base or something like that. But getting into the whole adhesive process was actually good.
Hmm. Is this
Like
sorry? Is this your Stormbreaker, by the way? Did you
I was
take
just gonna
this?
ask that.
yeah.
That's great. That's awesome.
I love that. Have you actually
I
visited any of these factories?
I'm sorry.
Have you visited any of these the factories that are making the pads?
Yeah. I in April I had to like travel to China to actually meet them. Like it was
Interesting.
a couple of things. It was a couple of things. I had to test Voltax in China, the new case we're making. So the testing of it, I had to be in China because the cost would be very high to test it, to get it here in Egypt and then send it back because they needed it, as it was only one unit made
Mm-hmm.
at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was introduced to a glass factory that I wanted to start doing like a new surface, which is Oni's Oath. And I've seen a couple of factories, and there's this crazy idea. I cannot really share, but I had to meet something not related to mousepads at all to go meet a company to test this idea, and it actually kind of worked. But still, this product to be released, it would be crazy expensive right now. So we are still researching on how to lower the cost because, like, I I don't really like really expensive. If I can lower the cost without compromising that quality, that would be great.
Okay.
Love to hear that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's also it sounds like you have multiple things in the works, which is pretty exciting as well.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is.
and
Um.
it's crazy when you go like and see these factories. The like it's crazy good. But one thing was consistent. They do not let you go into the part when they make the PU.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's forbidden. Yeah, it's forbidden. Like
It's
it's a
health.
secret.
Oh,
I
it's a
think, yeah.
secret. I thought it was. I know a lot of polyurethane stuff can be a health hazard too.
I don't think it was because of this.
Okay.
I think it's like something has to do with the hardness. Like it's very hard to get the hardness right and consistent. Like soft, most people have like most factories have the soft PU, but
Yeah.
the harder it gets, the more problems you see. And I think they want to keep like the ones that can really do the good bases are actually very secretive about it. You know.
Okay. Yeah. Did you see this? Speaking of like secrecy, Finalmouse this week announced that they are building their own factory, and of
Yeah.
the reasons they listed, one of them was they have IP that they don't want to tell a contract manufacturer about. So
because then they can
Yeah,
leak it
yeah.
or go off on their own
It,
and make it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it make kind of sense, but like I actually shared an idea without signing anything with one of these factories, and as I told you, we're working on something, but still, it's not very clear. But that's the point. When you go and meet these people, you understand. You when you meet someone like face to face, you can know if he's trustable or not. You know.
sure.
You get a way better read, definitely.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
and some people are
yeah.
better at making that read than others. Yeah.
Yeah. And to be honest, like one of the things that I never imagined is how humble and generous the Chinese people are.
Hmm.
It's they are crazy humble, man. Crazy humble,
Interesting.
and yeah. It's like unimaginable, man. And the country is actually very beautiful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The
There's
country is insanely beautiful, man. Like, actually, this is like the first time I traveled outside of Egypt was 2024. I was going to Morocco to my best friend's wedding,
Hmm.
and this was like I was picked up from the airport going into my hotel, and back then after the whole wedding thing, so I didn't like I was not really nervous about traveling, but traveling to China alone, I was scared. You know,
Yeah.
I was really scared because the language I didn't know like how many people like is English like all people know English or not, and traveling alone for the first time, you know, I was really nervous about it. But I'm actually might go again this year.
Okay. So it was a good
Yeah,
first experience. That's really cool.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
um so the like kind of on that same wavelength, what was what's something that you learned either through visiting the factories or through like seeing the process or meeting people that you wish more consumers or reviewers understood about what it takes to make a mouse pad?
I think like actually some of these factories showed me some stuff that it's still not like no brand so far has released. So the amount of thing they can get very creative. They can be very creative. Like some stuff I
Okay.
cannot say, okay, like they showed me this, like there's no NDA or anything, but I know that this is like a secret because some of this stuff is not yet released. But there's some stuff that is not released to the public and no brand has released so far. So they can pretty be creative with the stuff they do. Like a whole different world of bases and customization they can do to the bases. But I
What
cannot really get into it, you know?
Why do you think it hasn't been? Is it like a cost related reason why like a brand hasn't taken it up yet, or just like they just haven't gotten there?
No, it's really creative. I don't think that someone like thought about it,
Okay,
you know? Yeah,
interesting.
like that's it, you know? No one actually thought about it yet. Or maybe like someone thought about it and people assume because this is something that happened with us. Like the whole crazy idea I'm telling you about, it actually started in 2024, and I was chatting with the Elmeister, and we're like, okay, we're gonna have this problem, and we will not be able to fix it 100%. And when we actually tested it, like it actually took us nothing to test it. It was like, okay, it works without a problem. Like what the hell? So people might assume that something will not work based on their knowledge, but when you try it, okay, it actually can go very smooth. And I guess that the couple of factories that I met actually like to experiment things. They're not
Hmm.
just about let's do production, let's do high volume of sales and stuff like that. No, they actually love what they're doing.
That's
Oh, it puts
So
interesting.
them in a completely different light. Oh, that's
Yeah, I
fascinating,
know.
actually.
I know. Like us from our American perspective, it's like the no, the because propaganda's everywhere. No, Americans, we're the innovators, and Chinese, they're just the affordable labor. But I know me, I work in the automotive manufacturing industry, and I mean we're seeing things like Chinese electric cars are very competitive, if not industry leading in some ways, especially in price, which is particularly interesting compared to when you're comparing them to like the monolithic companies like Tesla, who have been doing it longer than everyone else. So it's interesting to hear that these factories are innovators and more than just give us your specs, give us your size, give us the custom print you want, and we'll do 10,000 units a month. Don't bore us with all these crazy ideas. We do it our way.
No, it's not like that at all. Like literally, the like I cannot afford like large orders, but they lower the MOQ for me because they know I am
Minimum
like a
order
small brand
quantity,
still.
MOQ.
Yeah, MOQ,
Okay.
minimum order quantity, and they're like, okay, we like supporting small, brands because you sometimes you give us idea that we can actually make. So
Yeah,
they are actually creating like an ecosystem. They're not like, okay, maybe they even not making like much profit at all from the orders that small brands like us do, but they're doing it for the sake of the whole thing. They love at least the one particular factory that I met and actually working with right now. They're very passionate about what they do. It's not just about
that's
the
good.
orders and stuff like that. Even with the cars, like it was the first time I ride into an electric vehicle. It was
Oh,
actually
cool.
the owner of this factory, yeah. And for it to be driving itself is crazy, man. And
Yeah,
even breaking the rules, like this is one of the most crazy parts. Like the part is like one lane in one direction and one lane in another direction, and there's a huge truck that is unloading stuff, and the car automatically goes in the other direction, which is breaking the rules 100%, and gets back in the correct, to pass the truck.
oh man, I wouldn't trust a robot with that, but theoretically
Yeah,
they
yeah.
could be better than humans.
I don't know, man, but it's still at this point I was like, okay, we're kind of crashing, but it went smooth at the end.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I guess trust the people who have been doing it for a while. I guess if they're comfortable with it.
yeah.
Um, there was one thing I pointed out earlier in one of these videos. I can't find it again, but it was a woman was sewing the edges, and I was surprised that it was still being hand stitched.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, this one. So this woman's hand stitching the edges, which I didn't know that, but this made me cringe. Her hair is not. It's down. This is. Yeah, this would be like a violation in it because you can get pulled in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh wow. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, it's
yeah.
like
But
the.
all the stitches are actually being by hand. Not a single factory
That's
I met is
wild.
actually, yeah,
Interesting. That's a lot of skill right there. And yeah, another fun one for you, Daz. Rotating equipment. You're not supposed to wear gloves, which is counterintuitive. Like go home, at your house, use an angle grinder. You shouldn't wear gloves.
Oh, because it could suck it, grab it, and yeah,
You're
that makes
better off
sense.
getting a
Yeah, yeah.
small cut than you are getting pulled into something. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think at one point Azar said he was talking to Illmeister of Ill Creations. By the way, just a
yeah.
shout out. Makes those awesome mouse stands and also other stuff too.
He's one of the most supportive people in the community. Actually, like he
Excellent.
helps everyone. Yeah,
I've not talked to him, but I've heard nothing but good things. So
yeah.
Yeah. He liked one of our tweet. Maybe it was actually the tweet about this episode. Yeah.
Yeah, he,
That's
he actually like the Oni's Oath turned out to be a collab at the end because it didn't start like that. I actually our
oh,
designer did the design, okay, and
nice.
then
Not
A was
AI.
like, okay, no, but like there's a huge thing that came out about this being AI. It's
There
not AI.
there always is. I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay, no problem, no problem. It's because when we released the time lapse, can you get back up to the image? So our designer actually made another version at the start, that same girl, but he recorded the time lapse until the old version, and then I was going to release this as a cloth pad, okay? And I wanted to make it in a tube. You know when a tube, it like the picture from the right and the left when they meet, they're always like a line.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Like
Okay,
when you
yeah.
wrap
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, and then I told him, okay, if we're doing that, I want it to be like there's no line. It doesn't seem, it seems seamless, you know? So he actually done the whole background again, but did not record the time lapse for this. And people were like, okay, you're skipping. So it's AI. So,
Mm.
it started like that. Anyway, L actually, when he saw it, he was like, okay, you should do a couple of modification. Like, you see the finger, which is opening the katana, like that.
Mhm.
It was actually closed. He was like, okay, let's make it more realistic. Let's change, like, all these leaves or sakura were actually blood. And he was like, okay, let's do it sakura. And then let's
Ah.
introduce like depth of field. Let's blur the near buildings a bit and the far buildings like more stuff like that, which make the whole
Wow.
thing like really pop.
Dude, that's a whole nother level. Yeah, everything makes sense. The thumb opening the katana, what a nice touch. The leaves instead of blood, I think is very tasteful. And then yeah, the depth of field was something I noticed immediately. I love how it highlights the character, but still gives your eyes something interesting to look at in the background.
Yeah, yeah, and it was like all of these small details that actually like
That's cool.
made it actually special. The only thing that actually, I don't know if this is good that I actually say this or not. There's only one flow, but I knew it and I wanted. If you can see how the light is working the whole thing, on the right side there's like red light,
Oh, on the hair, yeah. In the
okay,
back.
coming from the blood moon, and from the left side there's white light, except on the sword. It's supposed to be red light, but
Oh,
it would not look good. Okay, so I was like, nah, we're gonna keep it actually white because it looks good like that.
yeah, no,
That's a lot of thought.
it looks
Yeah,
good. Wow, this
Yeah,
is
it's
so much
we
thought.
get into really small details, you know.
that's good.
Oh,
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow, the amount of
yeah,
effort and detail. Yeah.
You have to do something to stand out in the mousepad game. So
Yeah, the
yeah,
Voltex. Yeah, can we just talk about so the Oni Oath is releasing today, right? Well, it
yeah,
officially.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
um can you just do a quick rundown of people who might want to check it out? What's the pad about? What's Voltex, etc.?
Okay. Actually, Voltex has a very the whole this whole project is actually like came from a very personal thing.
Hmm,
So we made like in at the end of 2024 we released Cataclysm Glasspad, and it was our first Glasspad. It was 300 units worldwide, and we had 50 to sell them on our store, and the other 250 were sold to like through retailers, okay, like
okay.
Max Gaming, and Lethal Gaming.
Okay.
So out of these 50, okay, only one broke, like was delivered broke,
Okay.
and it was actually delivered to the El Maestro. His unit was delivered broke, and I was like,
Oh,
okay, don't worry, man, I'm gonna replace it to you. But at this point, I like one of the things I started doing lately, even in my personal life, is I put myself in other people's shoes, and I was like, okay, he must have been excited, and even if I'm sending him replacement, he must be kind of, sad about it because I know when I'm getting some kind of gear, or back in the days where games were on CDs and you had to wait for the delivery and stuff like that,
I miss it.
I get
Yeah.
super excited. And if it even got delayed one day, I would be mad. So for me, it was not about just replacing a glass pad. It was about making sure this doesn't happen again. And I started thinking, okay, we need a really better packaging. And then the whole thing started development. Okay, why not make it portable? Okay, and then started thinking like, okay, there might be pros that actually want to use glass pads and go with it to tournaments, but
yeah.
afraid of it to be broken. Maybe he wants a spare one, so actually Voltex can house up to it's three glass pads. You stack them, and they don't break. And then we did like the testing to make sure that it broke. And
Oh,
yesterday,
wow.
actually, or a couple of hours ago, someone who purchased one of the pre-sale units received his and was like, I want to try to throw it from my second floor. And I'm like, okay, bro. Like first, he's asking, "Are you okay with this?" I'm like, "Okay, I have no problem, but first thing, like take care because we do not want anyone to be hurt." He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
don't worry, I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna be up and stuff like that." And I'm like, "No, I'm worried about the people being down. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can fall on someone." And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it on Sunday." And then like 1 hour later, he's like sending me a message. Okay, I threw it 6 times from the second floor, and nothing broke. I'm like, okay, okay, that's good. He's
His
going like,
dedication.
okay, maybe I should throw it from the roof, you know?
That's funny.
And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Six
like, okay,
times.
take care, man.
Dude, imagine this guy going like into your apartment or whatever, opening the window, chucking this, then running downstairs and checking on it, and doing that 5 more times.
You can
Oh,
see it
that's
in the video.
funny.
Actually, he made the
Can it
video
wait,
continuous. So
really? Was this on
yeah.
YouTube?
Oh yeah. Wait. Let me get the link for you.
So,
Actually, it's on Twitter, I think, also.
okay. Could you get the link and I'll go
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
over I can go
yeah,
over
yeah,
so
yeah.
Vault-X that we were just talking about, guys, if that's not clear, Vault-X is an add-on that you can get, the Vault-X edition on top of the standard, which will then come with this carrying case that Liam is showing off here. So the Vault-X edition, you get you get the case, you get playing cards. Otherwise, the standard edition. Oh no, you still get. Wait, what do you get in the
Yeah, yeah.
standard edition?
That's the only difference. Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
get
you get
the
the
Voltex
cards
and the
and the
playing cards.
yeah. The cards
So
are cool. Yeah.
yeah, it has a story also. So I sent you the
Oh,
link to the video. Okay.
beautiful. Okay.
Voltex is actually made from carbon fiber PU. It's not carbon fiber. It's just has the looks of carbon fiber. Okay,
Okay.
this is the video actually. Yeah, and high density EVA foam.
Ooh, right on the edge. Yeah, I thought it was gonna,
Yeah,
kind of face
yeah.
plant, but
We tested from 3 meters high. I think this should be around 4.56 meters. He did this 6 times actually.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I
in the
respect the
rain
dedication.
too, dude. This respect the dedication. What would he do
There
if
you
it
go.
broke? Because I mean, he's doing this to
He,
himself, you know.
he is actually waiting to purchase another one. So I think it was like, okay, if I break it, I'm already gonna get another one. So it's all good. You
That's
know?
funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this guy
And
liked.
this is
Okay, yeah, I'm following him. Right on.
So
Oh,
you're gonna sell this separately from the you plan to like sell the Vault as like its own product?
yeah. I actually we are planning for this after Oni's oath, and after this video, one of the retailers like he had to get into a call with me. Like I want to sell it separately right now. You know, he
Hmm.
liked the whole idea that it's really sturdy. You know, we will sell it separately, but after the release. For the playing cards,
okay. Yeah, what's the story
it's a
there?
family thing. Yeah, it's a family
Okay.
thing actually because since I started like TENTA-X, I had no time to spend with my family at all. Like maybe mid 2023 until December 2024, not a single day off because of
Mhm.
TENTA-X. Like the difference, like we have Friday and Saturday as weekends in
Okay.
Egypt. Okay. And for the whole thing, like TENTA-X, I don't get a day off. Every day there is some kind of thing I must do. And one day, I think in December, I decided, okay, I'm gonna spend this day with my family, and what we usually do to have fun is playing cards. And I was
Aw.
like, okay, like I really enjoy this and I really miss doing this. So I have to start spending at least 1 day per week with my family, like a family day per week. And maybe I should do something to remind people of this. Like you need off screen time and you can have actually fun with your loved ones, like in real life, not on a screen time. And the whole idea started from there, like from something really personal to me.
Wow. That's really solid. Yeah, the story behind it is so fascinating. I think a lot of people would just be like a deck of cards, whatever. But the story behind it's cool. And yeah, totally
Wait, wait,
agreed.
Yeah, we really love playing cards. Like it's you know how playing cards can suddenly turn into being a fun thing and stuff
Oh
like that, and
yeah.
someone get mad over it, and
Oh, very competitive.
this
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah. So I wanted people to enjoy this also.
Egyptian Rat Screw is a card game I've played before. Have you ever heard of it?
Rat Screws? No.
Egyptian Rat
Oh
Screw.
yeah. One of the people I work with mentioned this game to me. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, also known as Egyptian War is what I've also heard it called. Oh, card game. But yeah, Egyptian Rat Screw.
Maybe it has a different name for us. So how is it played?
It's so you split the deck. You can play it with multiple people, but I usually played it with just one on one. You split the deck half and half. Um and it's kind of like War where just the highest card wins. But when you get a face card, the opponent has a certain number of tries to get another face card. If they don't, then the whole pile goes to you. If they do put
Okay.
down a face card, then you have to play until you get a face card. And the face cards have different amounts. So the jacks and jokers were the best, where your opponent only had one chance to get a face card. The worst were aces, where you had four chances. Kings 3, queens 2. If you're playing and doubles go down, like a 6 and a 6, or a king
Okay.
and a king, whoever slaps the pile first gets the whole pile. So
That's the part
it's
I heard about.
yeah,
Okay.
it gets violent
The
because
slapping.
people are
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
anticipating.
I can totally understand it now. Okay.
Yeah.
But we do not have this game actually. Like we
I'm
don't
sure it
have.
originated somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a fun game
yeah,
because it gets you a little active, I guess. The
yeah.
anticipation really
But it
builds.
sounds actually nice. Like I might actually try this week.
Yeah, Egyptian Massacre. Yeah, and I don't know what makes it Egyptian, but I mean, card games can be really regional. Euchre's big where Daz and I are
Yeah, I love
from.
euchre.
Yeah,
Yep.
Euchre's great. Euchre. That's how it's spelled. Euchre.
I haven't played in so long.
Oh
Good
yeah,
game.
it's a 4-player game, dude. I've played way too much Euchre in my life.
Is it like estimation? I think
Like what?
estimation. We have a
There's
game
like
called
a
estimation.
there's like a
Ye-
one suit becomes trump, so like that wins
Yeah,
every
yeah.
hand.
That's
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So yeah. So we have it has there's two versions for us: estimation and tornib. Tornib is actually when you and the
Tornado.
person in front of you are on the same team. If everyone if every man is for himself, it's called estimation.
Okay.
Okay.
4 players without partnership. Oh, Euchre's played with partners.
Okay. There are some
So it's
differences, but
more
there's some
like
similarities.
tornib.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like tornib.
Or Tornib.
Tornib. TARN. Yeah,
Oh,
tornib
Tarnib.
card game.
Oh, I've never heard of that. Okay.
Tarnib. Tarnib. Arabic romanticized Trump. Okay. Spell Tarnib.
Yeah.
Tarnib. Okay. Um, Arabian Peninsula trick taking game. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this
50.
is where like the curses start, man. Like when your partner does a mistake,
Yeah.
yeah. Fights break because of this. Like you were supposed to take this hand, man.
Oh, dude, I need to learn this because Euchre. One thing that bites about Euchre is it's only played with half the deck. It's only played with 26 cards, or wait,
What?
24. Um,
No. Yeah.
so because of that, keeping track of cards, if you play enough Euchre, it gets pretty iterative. Because you know basically what cards are
The
like remaining in the pile.
okay. I have a question about this. So when you split the cards, is it had to be split like in a certain way, or is it just like random?
It's
Like you play with half the deck, right?
you play.
Yeah. It's like ace through 9.
Yep,
Only.
9 and higher.
Yep.
Yep, only 9 and
9 and
higher.
up.
Okay.
Yep.
But actually, I think like Turnip would be way harder because you have to remember each hand, like
The
who
quick
Yeah.
rule
took which
snap
hand
Silas
with
Red
yeah,
sounds
because
harder. Yeah, it does.
it has more numbers in itself. Like Iyuk would be way harder if it's like you split the deck into half randomly. it
True.
would be crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
would
would
be crazy hard.
Yeah. That's fun. Dude, I actually need to remember this. Tarneeb, I need to look this one up because Euchre, I'm kind of done with Euchre, but
This one, you're gonna love it.
okay.
Like,
Dude,
spend hours playing this.
this is a tangent I didn't think we would go down. Our favorite card games.
Learn about card games. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. Okay, let's see. What do we want to talk about with with mouse pads next? Do any of these questions stand out to you, Daz, that you want to ask?
I don't have the document. It's hard to read.
What makes Oh, sorry. What
what makes premium pads different from the basic ones sold in big box stores? I mean, it sounds like potentially just the care that's taken in choosing the materials for them, but I'll let you talk about it.
I think yeah, it's the quality and the materials. Like if you think about just to be clear, what do you mean by big brands, big box stores? Like we're talking
Like a
Logitech,
SteelSeries
Razer, stuff
QCK,
like that.
probably.
SteelSeries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think like most of these companies, like they do not care really about the mouse pad. It's just something they do because they're just about numbers. If you think about it, like you know how really big companies work. You're just like a small gear in a whole machine, and the main products they are selling and making the money are not the mouse pads. Yeah, they're making
Right.
profit of of the mouse pads, but that's not the main thing. And this is why there's difference in the quality and the material.
That feels like how the
So
Sony announcement recently. Like I was like, yeah, they can just throw some Best Buy, and when someone buys a TV, oh, they'll get a Sony mouse pad, and then maybe they'll get the mouse too. Like, it's like a
I'm
small
sorry,
facet.
Sony.
Yeah, Sony.
Yeah, Sony has Sony in Zone. They just released a mouse and also 2 mouse pads. We don't have a ton more info. The mouse is available for sale, I think now. At least I've seen it
This
on
is the first time I
Amazon.
hear about this. Actually.
Yeah, Sony, dude.
Okay.
It's not cheap though. What is it? $150 MSRP?
What's Sony's biggest line of business? Is it TVs or is it PlayStation? Is it?
All the above.
I'm not sure what their largest
I
solution
don't
PlayStation.
is.
know.
PlayStation. I
PlayStation,
think
probably.
PlayStation
Okay.
is. I remember like at Pfizer they introduced us to blockbusters, like the whole blockbusters. Not we're not talking about movies or drugs, just drugs. Like it was, I think the most sold product in the world at the time was PlayStation.
You're right. It is. Yeah, their games and network services are their biggest. Yeah, 32
Yeah, yeah.
billion in 2024.
And one of the products I was working on Pfizer is actually the third most sold product in the whole world.
Huh.
That's fascinating.
That is,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like mice is a good example for the whole premium stuff. Like I think these big box stores has something that like something more important to do. Like and like for a while back, in order to get a really decent mouse, you had to pay over 100,
Mhm.
dollars. But now there's a lot of mice brands that actually offer like really good quality and even sometimes better quality than like the mice being released by big brands for more than half this price. So I think they will try to protect and move all their assets and R&D and stuff like that into mice, for example, first.
Interesting.
Because
Yeah, those mice are
the
the
market
basis for that
really
channel.
shifted. Yeah, the market shifted for the mice, like the mice market shifted in an insane way in the last couple of the years.
No, it's been. Yeah, a lot of these budgets, just like you said, are honestly better than like the Logitech version, like the mushy buttons and the questionable build quality. It's pretty insane. And
Yeah.
yet those mice still sell like crazy. Not to mention Logitech's older mice also sell like crazy on Amazon still. So it's no wonder they don't innovate sometimes. But
They are actually like known in an insane way. Like some people never heard about brands like us. I do not expect them to, but it's insane that they actually control a huge portion of the market. But still, small brands and people who care about really care like I think it's I cannot pronounce it like enthusiast with I don't know
Enthusiast?
yes
Yeah,
yes
enthusiast products, yeah.
yeah yeah, brands actually took I think took a really good like piece of the market.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's um I saw a comment on the mouse, the Finalmouse post that you made this week, Daz, and how people like people people on r/mouse review know not to buy Finalmice. If you see
Yes.
any Reddit post of like, should I literally watch this? Should I buy a Finalmouse Reddit? Should I buy a Finalmouse? First one.
No.
But I think
that's
I think they're going maybe in the right direction. They talking about actually delivery times and all this kind of stuff to be fixed. Okay, but it's also insane like the centerpiece being late. Like I think on their last announcement, most people like, okay, give me my freaking centerpiece. I don't care about all
yeah,
of this.
I know.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come out next month. Yeah.
No, I made this post. I just posted about the factory because they tweeted and no one had done it yet, and I was neutral or positive about it, which was a mistake because it just made everybody in the comments really mad about Finalmouse. So I should have tried to meme on them. Oh well.
Wait, do you guys want to talk about that? I had that as a news topic this week. We can jump to it if you have thoughts, Azar. Otherwise, we can go back to your stuff.
I think it's really good to have your own manufacturing. Right? Like for the equivalent in mouse pad, I think TJX has their own facility.
Really?
And
They're US based, right? Aren't they out of the United States?
Yeah. US based also. Yeah.
Yep.
They have a US based, which I think it's a good business model. But it's the only downside that you actually need a high capital to start.
Yeah.
But it's really good. Like you have control over a lot of things. Like sometimes the factories mess something up, but at least you now have responsibility. Like I would rather make a mistake myself and pay for it than someone else make a mistake and I have to pay for it.
Yeah, 10,000 units with the mistake too. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so wait,
The
let me
whole
just,
idea.
if you don't mind, sorry, let me just give some framework for the people who aren't in the know. So Finalmouse tweeted this week and posted to YouTube. Today, everything changes was the title of the video. They are investing in building their own factory. They are marketing this heavily as, what were their main reasons? So here's the little CAD rendering, sure, of like machines going up
IP.
in a. Yep. So their main reasons were, and he'll get to it here. He gives a nice bold pointed list.
Yeah.
Yeah, breakthroughs in IP they want to keep in house, right? Never trust to anyone else. And the big ones that I think Daz pointed out: faster shipping, better quality,
Yes.
lower cost. These are all things that I think are, of course, that's why you open up your own manufacturing space. The downside is huge capital expenditure. Like, holy crap, guys, this is money. If this is a facility that they want to build, new greenfield facility, this is multi-millions of dollars. Okay, they're taking out some big loans. They're gonna have to have a good
High
revenue,
yeah.
good revenue stream to be able to pay back this debt. So I know I posted.
So like they said, starting today, right? Did they mean like when the factory's finished? Because their website hasn't changed and the prices are the same and everything.
And I think they talked about something else, like their flagship mice would be at
Oh, sorry.
179.
Yeah,
Something like that.
175. They're gonna be. They're already
175.
announcing a price drop.
Yeah, like because they are able to control things like the quotes and stuff like that.
Which is true-ish. I want to find Daz's. Did I miss it?
It only got like 45 upvotes.
Oh, really?
I told you I was too neutral to positive. I should have just completely crapped on them.
Yeah, 55 comments of engagement though. The top comment: they milked the drop shipping sales model until the rest of the enthusiast industry caught up, and now they moved to regular sales model. Looks like a smart move, but might be too late. We're already getting high quality clones. what did I say here? Oh yeah, I said Finalmouse buyers probably aren't as enlightened as this subreddit. I had a recent Facebook Marketplace transaction, I told you this, Daz, with a dude who exclusively buys honeycomb mice. He put Finalmouse on a pedestal. ULX competition gets solid sides, but they keep the honeycomb top and bottom. They do that on purpose. It's marketing. It really is. Marketing.
I
Can
have
be a
this to
hell of a
resell,
drug.
by the way. I only buy Finalmouse to resell them.
Oof.
Even this
Oof.
competition, if I push you on the
Oof.
bottom, it just cracks under the shell. It's not
But
great.
you legitimately wanted to keep it, right?
I wanted to keep the ASU, and then I just couldn't justify the cost. I just sold it.
Yeah, how disappointing. I know like tariffs was a big one, right? So they announced in the video they're
Yeah.
going to be manufacturing in Vietnam. So I was actually DMing with Flickmice, and he was like, if this move was purely to get around tariffs, first of all, this is way too much money just to get around tariffs. If they wanted to get around tariffs, they could keep manufacturing in China and have final assembly or packaging basically in a country like Malaysia or Vietnam, and then that gets shipped over because the
That's
final
not even the problem.
no.
I'm sorry. Like, imagine if tariffs became on Vietnam, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's if it's only for this, I think it's a really bad move. Like that situation as a whole is not
Short-sighted.
very stable, so it's not a right move to take like such high capital to take this kind of move. Like the IP thing, I can totally understand.
Yeah.
I can
And the
totally
quality,
understand.
maybe. I can see the headline
Uh,
now, though. Trump targets
yeah,
Finalmouse.
Yeah.
Just slaps tariffs on
Well,
Vietnam.
yeah,
another thing
yeah.
in
Continue. Sorry.
in automotive manufacturing too, um, a lot of so talking from the U.S., there's a lot of facilities. Toyota has a big presence in Tennessee. Subaru has a big presence in Indiana. Um, Kia and
Yeah, they
Hyundai
do.
have a big presence in Georgia. Uh, Honda has had a huge presence in the U.S. since for decades now in Ohio. Um, the thing is, though, these companies are audited for the whole supply chain. I mean, this is huge because it's huge automotive and UAW labor unions and stuff. But I don't know if mice would ever hit that space. But point is, in the future, your whole supply chain could be audited for domestic content, not
Right.
just final packaging. Um, faster shipping, better quality, lower cost. I goddamn hope so. The bar's so low.
I just want the quality to be higher. Yeah.
I know. Employee setups are based. Yeah, did you see the Finalmouse Twitter? Did you see the programmer had like a sick triple monitor setup and like a cheapo ergodox?
Breakthroughs.
Looks like the kind of guy who's like carrying the frickin' yeah, here's the programmer guy. Here's the electrical engineer guy. Yeah, programmer ho boy has stuff plugged in, triple monitor, vertical, of course. The CAD modeling guy, old dude with military plane pictures on the wall. That's peak 3D designer, I'll tell you that. Tiny monitor though, that could be improved. I believe it when I see it. Opening a new facility takes a lot of talent and hard work. Yeah, 2026 is bruh. I'm saying groundbreaking in 2026 and start of production a year later, maybe even longer. And the production's probably going to be rolled out in phases. That's how a lot of these can go.
This is probably like a bigger risk than people realize for them, right? Of
It's
the cost involved.
huge. So
Yeah.
that's what I said. Having your own building, employees, etc., is a ton of overhead and liability. Sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side. They'll have to
Yeah.
pump out products or like innovate, or turn to continuous production to maintain a revenue stream. That was something that Flickmice said he agreed with. And that's a risk for Finalmouse because continuous production might reduce their perceived value. Exclusivity is paramount in Finalmouse's branding. And they
Yeah,
know this.
yeah.
The ULX was supposed to be continuously manufactured. It wasn't. My tinfoil hat, I say, is that they're going to continue to limit supply, even if they do have continuous production, because production is expensive. So you want to keep producing, and they'll just stockpile inventory and they'll release in batches or some sort of bullshit to keep prices inflated.
It will cost you more if you stop actually. Like if the factory is not running,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
You're just losing
Machines
money then.
Machines
right.
are typically amortized, or you look at the investment. I'm going to buy a machine that makes whatever's for $3 million, and you amortize that based on like production hours. Um,
Yeah.
in automotive manufacturing, these big automotive plants, uh, I was recently in. I can talk about this. I was recently in a Ford plant in Louisville, Kentucky, and they had a production issue where a vehicle body got caught and fell off the conveyor and messed up a whole bunch of stuff, and they had to pause production. And every hour they were down, what did they say? What did they say? $75,000 every
Oh my
hour that
god.
it's down.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's insane.
they were only down for about 4 hours. That was pretty good, but yeah.
Oh,
So
only 300 grand. No big deal.
I hope they donate 1 hour to TENTA-X.
Yeah, right.
That,
Open a
that,
bank
that would
account.
do like give us a huge push.
yeah. So Finalmouse is I hope to see from them. I hope out of this move. Where was another comment? I actually wanted to give. I don't want to just be a negative Nancy all the time. There was a reply that I had. Oh, Pit Viper, I think I replied to him. Oh yeah. So he basically agreed. He works in consumer source products, blah blah blah. They're gonna have to tackle and solve all these issues by themselves. Yes, so that's like again where know-how comes in. These Finalmouse guys,
Yeah.
they might be great at designing something in a computer. Production, baby. It's different. I said thanks for the anecdotes. Finalmouse is easy to hate on because they put a target on themselves. But this is a win-win for us. Either A, they deliver on their promises and we get a whole bunch of better quality products, different products, keyboards, mice, mouse pads, more stuff from them. Cool.
Yeah.
Or
Sure.
they run out of money and live on only as a meme.
The true final meme.
Dude, imagine the memes if Final Mouse folded. I'm
I
sorry.
would hope that was number one in reality, but we'll see. We'll see.
Same. Yeah.
If they really have something like innovative, I think they gonna put through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they've been living in a similar shape and
We
like
chose a
cheap
different.
colorways for a while, but
Yeah.
they do change things. They do like brand new to market stuff like the centerpieces. Or what's the pad called? My mind is going blank. That was different.
Uh,
The
Horizon.
the pad didn't make
Horizon. Thank you. Oh
any
my
sense
gosh.
for me. It
Oh,
didn't make
blank.
it. I didn't try to be able to judge it or something like that.
Right.
But like thinking about it, it doesn't make sense. Like I
That
think
was
I'm not
that was
I'm not getting, yeah, like I'm not getting the consistency of glass nor the comfy feel of cloth pads. Something is off for me.
Mm.
But still, I didn't try to be actually to judge it.
Yeah.
But it looks nice. Yeah.
I think it still will be a unique experience. Sometimes innovating is throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. Um,
Yeah.
but I,
They get points for trying. This is the kind of thing I like. They, as you said, they are experimenting.
yeah,
Which is never bad because at least if it fails, they know, okay, this one is out. This one is out. So they make it by excluding.
yeah,
We failed and this failed at this failed at this. Okay, he knows that this is out and out of the way 100%. So it's a good thing after all.
We'd
yeah,
much rather have this than the Final Mouse Zero or the Final Mouse Saturn Pro, basically, yeah.
sure,
Something unique, even with
yeah,
the Final Mouse price tag.
yeah. Who do you think are the Azar? Who do you think are the biggest innovators in either mouse pads or mice? I know for me, G Wolves and Final Mouse come to mind.
To be honest, for mice, I cannot really give like an answer. Like I do not have many mice actually. Like I do not get to be able to try a lot of mice because being in Egypt, because everything here is actually either Logitech or Razer.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what we have right here, and that's it.
yeah,
For mousepad, I think it has been artisan for a long time because they have the ability to do the whole fabric development, I think.
Yeah.
I think, I'm not sure. I do not know if their business model works like that. But someone like someone, I don't remember who, told me that Mark the Whale actually follows the same business model. Like he has his own fabrics. I'm not
Really?
sure if this is true or not.
You the Mark the Whale?
The
Yeah.
whale. Yeah.
Yeah, and if it is true, like I respect this a lot. Like having your own fabric, I think this is a very important thing, and I'm going for this. Like this is what I want to go for, to have my own fabric. And still, it doesn't have to be like I will have my own fabric and that's it. No, it has to be good. Like having your own fabric for the sake of having your own fabric. No, it must actually like offer something new in a kind of way.
Hmm.
I guess I've never had a bad time on an artisan pad, but Laanda pads are also very high quality. That's usually my
Like
Yeah.
they started the whole thing, I believe. If you think about it, yeah,
artisan.
like yeah,
Artisan
yeah,
did.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
100%.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I know my kind of fear we talked is they have to they're going to have to speed up their innovation, I think, which might not really jive with their culture maybe. Their company culture, that is.
But they are changing. Like one of the most
The 2000
things
fun pad was an example of that, and the custom.
the website, for example, like Artisan website was really confusing.
Mhm.
Was really confusing, but they actually changed it. So I think they're changing some kind of their company culture, as you are saying.
Yeah, they
But
started
it wasn't
collabing
like
a lot
that.
more
It
too.
was like that.
Yeah. But I would argue that's necessary because they're getting to the point where people are cloning them or developing their own surfaces, and they're really, these clones or these new surfaces are really good quality. I mean, yeah, you can
And
stand on.
it's working for them. Like imagine if like I think it's good marketing. Like if someone came out and like we have like our own fabric, something like that, and he's like, okay, this is the clone of TENTA-X X product, whatever.
Really?
I think I think it's good marketing. Like after
Okay.
all, okay, why are you doing a clone out of this one? And some people would be interested, like, okay, I want to try the original one and the clone one and see how much difference is it. So
Okay.
if you think about it, doing a clone, it actually proves how good they are.
Yeah, sure. Imitation is a form of flattery. How would you feel though if they argue that it's the same exact surface, same exact quality, yada yada, but they're selling it at a lower price?
I think it's a good option for for the gamers, because like this is actually what happens in the mice market. Okay,
Mhm.
which is like there's a lot of clones of the same shape with maybe better component. I'm sorry, give me a minute because my kid just woke up. Okay,
Yeah,
you can continue. I'm sorry.
For
yeah,
sure, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we've gone off on some tangents so far, but dude, this is
So like, yeah, I mean the clones that we've tried like from ATK are good, but they're not a 1-to-1. Like if you
I
put
know.
me like in a tournament, I'm taking an artisan pad over those.
So tidy.
But
Okay.
like X-ray
Yeah.
Okay.
pad, Landa, if you want like a full lineup of all the services, do such a good job too. Everything.
Hello, hello. Good
Artisan
morning.
is just
Good morning.
good morning.
A
Good
special
morning.
guest.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm gonna be back in 1 minute.
Okay,
You're
take
good.
your time.
Yeah.
Artisan is one of those brands where they don't sell crap. This is what I talk about with like Apple. We as like if you're a PC or an Android guy, it's really easy to hate on Apple. Oh, it's this locked ecosystem. Oh, it's expensive. Oh, you don't have as many choices for things. Apple got a lot of success because they never sold crap. So when you would recommend it made it easier to recommend something word of mouth. And oh
Mhm.
my gosh, now that we have a
I'm
Discord,
back.
Daz, with 300 people, hey, welcome back. It's so
I'm
easy
sorry
to.
about that.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I
We're
leave
just
for
talking about.
hours sometimes due to kids, so
Yeah.
Yeah. We were just talking about how important like brand recognition is in recommending products. Now that we have a
Yeah.
300-person Discord, there's a lot of people who come in just being like, they're not a freaking mousepad savant like Shoal Doge who have reviewed a bunch of pads. They're just like, recommend something to me. My only experience is a glorious XXL. I hear
Orochi.
Artisan.
Yeah.
I hear Artisan is good. Should I buy an Artisan? And from our perspective, it's like, can you give us more info? But from their perspective, they're just like, I just want to make it. It's just a stupid mouse pad. Give me an answer and let me move on with my life. And from that perspective, Artisan, you can't go wrong.
If you want like a bunch of varied surfaces.
Yeah, but
to choose from.
I think at some point I was like that. Like when like for me a mouse pad was a mouse pad until like I talked with Liam and he was like, no, there's a whole bunch of other stuff, you know,
Ooh.
and like like us knowing this knowledge, okay, doesn't mean that everyone has it. Like some people, for them, it's just a mouse pad. So you need to start explaining. Like most of the time in Reddit, I get some hate because I'm posting a lot on Reddit. Okay, like the other day, someone was saying, is this subreddit now owned by TENTA-X or something like that?" But I try actually to start recommending stuff to people, you know.
Okay.
And I see a lot of people, yeah, asking, I need a new mouse pad or something like that. So I start asking them, okay, what do you need? Is it hard surface or you know, with the size, color, full print, speed, control, stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And once like they start giving some answers, it actually starts turning out to you can actually recommend something at this point. You can actually recommend something at this point. One thing I wanted to say about Artisan, like most people might think it's bad. Like, imagine the amount of posts of people just asking, "Is this original or not?" And this is good marketing
Yeah.
if you think about it. Like having your product being like not just cloning the thing, but trying to actually clone it, and
Yeah.
people asking all the time, "Is this original or not?" That's free
Yeah.
marketing, and it shows like the quality of your
It's
products
a
are
benchmark. It's the bar.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
how I gear my thumbnails and titles around like the mouse that I'm like reviewing as a clone of, because it gets more traction. People search it. People really care about the Viper V3 and
Yeah.
the GPX
Yeah.
Because they don't
specifically. So,
exactly, yeah, because they don't know
yeah,
what an Incot 029 is. What is that, a part for your dishwasher?
they need to relate
But
to it somehow.
yeah,
Exactly.
but oh, Finalmouse, I hear that's good, and this is the same shape, and it's
Exactly.
$40. Yeah. So Azar, what's it been like then developing products in an area where you don't have access to all the different brands that like we do?
It's kind of hard. Like I have to actually depend on testing done by other people. And to be honest, I would trust the testers more than me. Like
Hmm.
they have better feel than me. Like it's impossible for me to be the best at everything, and they even had more like years of experience before me. So I trust testers more. Like we send stuff to people to test it before we even like release it, and most of them are reviewers. And like Liam, Guru, uh, and we even like we have a new tester, and this is crazy. This guy I met, and he's not a reviewer. This is the most knowledgeable guy I met about cloth mousepads. That's it, cloth mousepads. He has crazy amount of information. His name, like, it's hard to pronounce his name. It's Vele, okay?
Okay.
But I keep telling him, you must do reviews, man. He's crazy. Like when we have a problem or like asking question about something, and I go ask him, he gives an instant answer. This is because of that. And when I
Hmm.
get back to the factory, they take some time and come with the same answer. He's crazy good,
Hmm.
and I'm really like I'm really happy that I actually got to meet him online, of course, not in real life, and to him to be part of our testing team.
That's pretty cool. I think from like the reviewer side, that's got to make reviewers. Oh, okay. My opinion matters. What I'm saying actually matters. It's not just
Oh, oh, it does. It does. It totally does. But I think one of the things that like different about us that I actually able to and love listening to people. I love feedback. working at Pfizer, okay, so I have to give feedback from pharmacists about if a certain doctor is prescribing my drug or not. And it has this thing in me that I actually love feedback. It gives me insights. It's free insight,
Yeah.
and for that, it really matters. For example, Daz, like we always do 490 by 420, and
Right.
we 500 by 500 once, but the cash was not enough for us to do it again. Like I had, okay, maybe do it in 2026 again or something like that. But for example, Daz was talking about, okay, I love 500 by 500 because you can actually rotate it 90-degree, and this way you actually switch the X and Y axis together.
Mhm.
And it make total sense for me. And I'm trying to push actually to do it this year to be able to release 500 by 500. Like
Excellent.
this, like it matters. It actually matters more than you think.
Yeah, dude, excellent. Keep that always open to feedback mentality. I think that'll really set you apart from some of these guys who like staying in their echo chambers.
I've heard plenty of stories recently from other reviewers that are like, yeah, I worked with this company, I gave them feedback that wasn't just like glazing the product, and I just never heard back from them again. So,
And
but kind of work. Taking constructive criticism, feedback is so important.
yeah, exactly. But we also have to understand that sometimes it's hard. Like
Oh,
for
yeah.
example, you said the
For sure.
500 by 500, and actually I still cannot afford it. I want to make it, but I cannot afford it. So you never know what's happening. Behind
Mhm.
the scene, also inside a company. But yeah, I can understand that some people just want their products to be reviewed as good product.
Yeah.
But at the end, you're losing a chance to enhance your product. Actually, you're
Yeah.
losing a big chance to enhance your product.
100%, yeah. I should say thanks because the Octagrip was the first like promised review unit of anything I had. As a
Yeah,
reviewer,
I
so.
remember that. Yeah.
It was very exciting. I was like, I remember like Saturday
Like
morning, I was messaging you on Twitter.
the way I see it is actually that I have to thank you. Okay, let me explain something. First of all, it was Guru. Guru was like, okay, this guy I know him.
Oh,
He's
I know.
he's epic.
Yeah,
Yeah. Guru is
he's the
just
best.
awesome, man.
Yeah, I love that guy. Yeah,
And he has a very unique voice, man. I
he
tell him
does.
his voice is good.
He's Malaysian, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And by the way, I think he's gonna be like one of the like he's gonna be famous, but not because of reviews. I think he has a very strong mindset, and he's gonna build some kind of business that is going to boom. It
Hmm.
doesn't have to be related to gaming, but he has a
He's
very
lived a
strong
very
mind.
interesting life with
Yeah,
many different
Really?
skills. So yeah,
yeah. He
Hmm.
works in a great way. Like his mind works in an epic way. Uh, the way I see it, working with the reviewers is actually as a win-win-win situation. Okay, it's not just a win-win situation. Like the first win is actually for the buyer. He gets to like understand the product itself before buying it. Like not all people are actually has the luxury to try products for the sake of trying it. Maybe
Mhm.
someone just needs actually one mouse. That's it, or one mouse pad to actually be good, or to actually be like the kind of thing that is perfect for him. And seeing a lot of reviews actually helps. So it's a win for the buyer to actually make the right purchase decision for himself. The second win I see it's for the reviewer himself, as he gets to experience actually a new product, which adds to his experience. So he can now, for example, say, oh, this is a bit faster than the Octograph, for example, but it's less texture than another brand, So he can describe his stuff more like in a better way, so he gets to experience like a new product, and at the same time it gives him a chance to create content, because if you are paying 100% for all the stuff you are reviewing, it would be really hard, you know
It's not
uh,
great. Yeah,
yeah.
that's how it
It can
started.
be
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
it can be really hard. And the third win is actually for the brand, because we get like kind of visibility, and people like brand awareness, and people get to know our products, and hopefully they like, or our products actually fit what they need and they buy it. So, and to be honest, I see it like you are doing me more favor than that I am doing you, way more. You know,
That's great
this
to
is
hear.
the
Yeah.
this is the way I see it. Like, let's be clear about a couple of things. I tried using ads. Ads doesn't work in this kind of
In this
Interesting.
space, yeah. Mhm.
yeah, nothing
Really?
like the word of a reviewer actually.
Huh.
And I think other brands should start working on I don't know, like ecosystem. Like, okay, let's say I have 100 units that need to be reviewed. I can go for 100 like big names as reviewers, but I think the right way would be at least 70-30. Like, we need to start creating an ecosystem for new reviewers, like honest reviewers, to give them a chance to start growing, to create like an ecosystem for the whole thing. It doesn't have to be like visibility, brand awareness only. No, like we need to invest in even smaller reviewers in order to, you know, to create an
Interesting.
ecosystem, because we do not want this community to kind of die. We want it to actually grow in a healthy way, and that means that you maintain your relation and maintain everything with big names, and still you start investing in small names. But I don't mean by investing like you ask for, like you must say that my products are
Give them the
good or
chance,
something
but
like that.
yeah.
Yeah, give them a chance to prove themselves. Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting because like there was a mouse that came out recently that I saw like 2 of the 5 reviews on YouTube were with large tech reviewers, but the reviews were like very surface level. And like if I'm looking for a mouse review, I'm not going to that channel. So it gets them exposure, but I do wonder how much value they actually get from it. Like I want to go to a mouse reviewer to get a mouse review, not like the guy that just reviewed like these smart glasses and then this refrigerator. And oh, here's a mouse. Like
Yeah.
From a business standpoint, I actually see that you need both. Okay, you need both. You
broad
need to get,
exposure. Yeah.
yeah, you need this kind of exposure, and you need someone that, but because like, think about it. If you were buying something, you wanted to come from someone very experienced, because you like, we are nerds about the things we love, but someone else just want like a recommendation or something like that. So everyone has his own like preference when he comes to buying stuff, you know, like even the product stuff. Like, someone might like buy a mousepad just for the design of it,
Yeah.
the artwork of it. Someone else for the performance of it. It's the same pad, but different reasons. It's same with reviews. So you need to have like different things, and to maintain, to actually invest in the ecosystem of the whole thing at the same time.
Yeah, maybe someone goes and sees the gigantic reviewer and there's the exposure, and then it's like a pipeline to the actual like mouse reviewer, and then
Right.
Yeah.
hopefully they don't fall down the rabbit hole, but maybe they do. So
I know we're actually pretty deep in. We're an hour and a half in, but it's been really good discussion.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't feel it.
I know this has been
that's
fun.
awesome. Yeah.
I
Also,
know.
if anybody notices me looking off screen, it's because I'm looking at a baby monitor consistently, just to make sure my son's
yeah.
asleep. So I'm very much invested, but yeah.
Looking at your mouse collection.
I'll look at
Just
this final mouse that
admiring
I'm gonna
it.
sell because I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oof.
No.
Well, why don't we just do a couple more questions and then we wrap it up, because Azar, we're not gonna get through all of these, but dude, you're welcome
Yeah.
to come back on. This is fun.
What a great
Yeah,
chat.
yeah. You know, I was really nervous about this, but it is actually kind of, yeah. It's fun to be with you guys, and it's very easy. Like, I was nervous. I was nervous over nothing. I guess, you know.
Yeah, it just ends up
Once you
being
get the experience, yeah. Like we've had a couple
Yeah.
of these conversations that were like kind of nervous the whole time. Some were just really easy. This has been super easy. So in the
Yeah.
best way.
I think the big difference is that you're so open to talking about your experience, from the manufacturing to the business side to the, you're willing to admit reviewers know the product's feel or whatever, can describe that better than yourself. And I think some manufacturers like Finalmouse are so pretentious they don't want to admit what they don't know. And you're much more transparent.
Apologies
about
for
that.
the dragging Final Mouse so much, but
That's
again, maybe the community wants it. I don't know.
they'll survive.
I just saw
They'll sell.
Point
Yeah.
0.5% of my audience is from Egypt, by the way. Completely random fact.
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
sweet.
That's interesting.
How about
798 views. Yeah.
man? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do a two-part question, and then Daz, how about you pick out a question from the remaining stuff, and we'll call it
Sure.
there. So my two-parter is, what are your thoughts on the Lethal Gaming Gear Pulsar acquisition? Did he? I don't know if you
Ah,
heard.
kind of thing. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
and would you sell TENTA-X if an offer from like a Pulsar or Steel Series came by?
okay. For the whole Lethal Gaming Pulsar acquisition, I think it has two kinds of parts for me. Like part personal because I talked with Dylan a couple of times and he actually was
Oh,
very kind with me when I first started because I had uh, a wrong piece of information
oh,
and he actually corrected me and was very kind while doing this. Like he's not judgmental at all. And for me, this personal part, if he's happy with it, I'm 100% happy. You know,
okay,
like
good.
if it's good for him, like I'm very happy for him. The other part, which is business part, I think it's a good thing because it makes the market more dynamic right now. Like like a brand, yeah, I know Lethal is way bigger than TENTA-X, but it gives hope. Maybe someone coming into this and hopes like it's purely 100% money, something like that. So it gives a chance for people to, I don't know, innovate more in order to at some point maybe sell the company or something like that. At the same
Yeah,
time, it shifts the whole thing. Like I think this is the first time we see something like that. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Like I think this is the first time we see a move like that, and it's kind of unique. But I don't know how much it's gonna change. Like, are we going to see more acquisitions or not? It's you know, unclear.
Will the mousepad industry become the financial industry? Yeah. Jeez.
yeah.
I don't know.
Would I sell TENTA-X? I cannot answer that actually. Like it's a yes and no, I guess. Like TENTA-X for me, I've been growing personally because of TENTA-X in many ways. Like gathering up my courage to travel and start meeting people and learning about a lot of stuff, thinking very differently about how to market, how to brand, all this stuff. It's a really good experience for me.
Just getting started.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just getting started and I have a lot on my mind to do it. If it's a partnership, maybe, yeah, for me. In the future, you never know what happens, but it's like I'm not against partnership or collabs. Like I have no problem at all to do collabs with other brands or stuff like that.
Okay.
Like yeah, we can be very competitive, but we can actually shake hands and things can be like really good. Maybe we'll get something really cool. If I believe like it would be really cool to for brands to work together in some products. Like yeah, Pulsar and LGG actually did mousepad, you know,
Yeah, the
and
Hyperion.
now it's
Or like
yeah, yeah,
Vaccine
yeah,
and Jetso did the Sora together.
Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would like to see more of this actually.
One of
Okay.
the questions we had, which I was going to ask, is there somebody, some company, brand, individual you would like to collab with specifically, or anybody you've had in mind, or just like the idea
Um,
of it is appealing?
the idea of it is actually good. Like I actually was working on like a mouse case. It's a prototype. Like
Oh,
it's a crazy idea, but it's actually working well. But in order to be like functional, it needs like major changes in the mice itself. Anyway, like
hmm.
Hmm. Interesting.
I think yeah, at some point, me and Tech were talking about it, and we were about to go into collab doing this thing actually.
You and who?
Tech, Tikusai.
Oh, okay.
We're
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. We were gonna do like this kind of thing,
Okay.
but
But he seems like a great guy. He seems very innovative and very just all over the place
yeah,
in the best way
yeah,
possible.
Community
yeah,
driven,
and
engaging. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and seems like very busy. Like he's working on multiple things at the same time.
I believe it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And
I had one more.
we actually
Yeah.
did 2 artworks to other brands, but they were not, they still not released. But we cannot, like, we will have no attribution. Like, they will not be telling that it's TENTA-X. But
Okay.
like this kind of thing, we have no problem with. Like, I love like working with someone on like sharing ideas and stuff like that. I think it works really well because each brand has its own identity in some way and way of thinking, and you can actually get stuff done. Maybe get into a crazy idea because just chatting with someone or giving the whole thing of doing collab a chance.
Yeah. There's a phrase I've heard before, which is rising tides raise all ships, as a
Yeah,
response to, why should we collaborate? Why should we work together? Do um like, for example, do music bands compete with one another? No. No, if you like, when bands tour together, they're all in the same space. They're all promoting each other. They're bringing people together to their concert because both of them are there. And I think collaborative environments, or product collabs, can be kind of the same way.
yeah, yeah. I actually love competitors because they're pushing you. They're pushing you to do better, you know?
It's a very healthy
So
mentality. Yeah.
yeah. Like without it, it's kind of bad. There will be no innovation at all.
Everybody
Like,
wins. Yeah.
yeah. So having like a competitive market is actually a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna cut it there then. I think we'll this was really, really insightful, dude. Azar, you've been absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna
Thanks,
save
man.
the rest of our questions for. We'll definitely invite you back so we can. We only got through maybe half of them, so we'll save the
Okay,
other
no
half.
problem. Anytime.
Yeah.
So how about where can people learn more about you? How can people contact you, etc.?
Like, I'm actually running the main account of TENTA-X, and even I'm always on our Discord server, and even my account on Twitter, it's Azar, is available. So
Okay.
I'm very easy to get by.
So
Even the support email, yeah,
okay, support email too. Okay.
support email too. But the faster thing would be the actually Discord server. Like,
Is there a Tenta Discord server I didn't know about? I need to join.
yeah.
There is. Why haven't I done that yet? What am I
Yeah.
doing? I'm gonna go hop in there now.
Yeah, I'll join it too.
Great.
This is where the magic of throwing the vortex from 2 floors happens.
That's the kind of content we like to see.
Yeah, we're like in the chat. Like, is it okay? And of course, I'm like, it probably will not survive because we tested only at 3 meters. But do it, do it. Let's go like that. And I was surprised. Like, I want to see it. Like, do it. I want to see it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, do you want to stick on and do some news topics with us, or
I think yeah. Okay.
okay. Yeah, sure.
Let's do
Okay.
it. Cool.
All right, well, let's do it. Wow. Okay, well, now I can put up the news banner. There we go. News live. Okay, we already talked about Finalmouse. How about this one? Chinese sensors are coming. Maybe this should have been a Reddit recap, whatever. This is posted by ManPhalanges, the one and only. Ipasan PS106NL with Sigma SG 0.5%. This is such a terrible title.
What is this?
Dude. This is using a sensor from a company called Sigma Shenzhen something something. So
Do you have a mouse with it?
I almost did. So this
Okay.
little guy from, let me just go to my
Oh, yeah.
comments.
I have one of those now too. I just
Yeah.
haven't opened it yet.
Oh, okay. So this little guy I posted PAW 3311 question mark, and I said sensor is sus, because they advertise these specs, and I know Red Dragon spins the PAW 3395 as the 9339. Anyway, Somebody in here sent a source of the Sigma company, Sigma Electronics. Anyway, point is they're Chinese. It's a Chinese-made sensor. It's not PixArt. PixArt's Taiwanese. So as we all know, PixArt makes all of the sensors other than Logitech's Hero sensor, which they make in-house. So this mouse, even the chip, the MCU on it is Chinese too. So the discussion question is, I said, all right, nerds, how would we feel if we got a good non-PixArt sensor? Or are we stubborn PixArt only boomers?
I personally don't care. If it's a good sensor, I'll use it. I don't know. So sensors, what is like the cost of a sensor and a mouse, I guess is a question.
I have a little bit of info on that. So I know talking to, I forget who I talked to ages ago, but the PAW 3395, when that was new, it was rather expensive. I want to say it was like somewhere between like $10 and $20. I think now
Okay.
they're closer to like $5 to $10. But the thing was, years ago, if you had a 3395 in your mouse, PixArt forced you to sell at a certain MSRP.
Right, they set a benchmark because 33.95 went so cheap, right? Yeah, yeah.
3311 is like their super budget sensor, so we see
Mhm.
actually decent mice with it coming out at like $10 basically. The interesting thing here is this entire mouse is all made in China. I was talking to, who are we talking to? We talked to somebody on the pod about moving to China only. Oh, Omron Opticals versus FE Opticals. FE Opticals are made in China. Omron Opticals are made in Japan. Well, the IP is Japanese. I think they might both be made in China, but yeah, that was, who were we talking to? They were saying that the ATK switch to FE Opticals was to keep it all in China. Anyway, I bought this mouse because it's a nice colorway and it's actually a decent looking shape. And I'll let you guys know if the sensor's garbage or not. I'm worried about like spinouts, bad latency, etc. $24 on AliExpress.
So Azar, you said you're using the Stormbreaker. Are you an Ergo guy, or do you dabble in Ambies as
Actually,
well?
it was given to me as a gift in China.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
that's a
It
good
was given
gift.
to me as a gift in China. I'm not really into mice. Like, I do not have much knowledge about mice to be honest.
How
But
about
but I like egg-shaped mice. Like the
okay?
Razer
Oh,
Orochi
okay.
V2.
Rochi,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
G3V2. I want, yeah.
Is that Attack
The
Shark and then
Zalpin
Mcho's
Z1
G3?
Pro.
Yep,
Z1
Z1's
Pro.
probably the best, actually.
Z1 Pro. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't tried a Fantech Aria yet, but Z1 Pro is
This
Yeah,
was
my
said
it's
to
also
be
favorite.
better.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Pwnage, there's a next bit of news. Pwnage Redemption Arc Ultra Custom Pro Symm 3. So this was posted by Pwnage official. I chit-chatted briefly with Lemonade, sorry. Upgrade Lemonade about this because he's the Pwnage media rep. The Ultra Custom Pro Symm 3 is coming with a rather feature-rich list for $99 US. 3950 sensor, new Nordic MCU. This is the new energy efficient one for good battery life. 8K hertz, toolless shape customization. Before they did this with magnets, maybe they're still doing that. Adjustable sensor position, hot swap switches, adjustable click feel. Remember, Incot did the tensioning thing with the screws in it.
Hmm.
Ultra lightweight solid shell, no honeycomb. Easy color swap combinations, probably like what they're used to doing, and advanced coding. For 99 bucks, 8K hertz polling I'm assuming is included. Um this is all the pictures we have on it. It looks rather boring, but that's a pretty good list for 99 bucks in the era
I think,
of
yeah,
$130 becoming the norm with the duck bill.
they're viewing it sort of as like a Pathfinder Lite, I think. Like it gives you the ability to tweak and try different shapes and things, but it doesn't cost the same that like a Pathfinder would cost.
That's a
I
good
actually want
point.
to buy it.
Yeah,
Right? It's
Yeah, yeah.
very interesting.
the shape customization. So Pwnage Symm.
I have details on how you can customize it, but I don't know if I can share them. So.
Oh, I wouldn't. Yeah. It's we're supposedly getting more information at some point soon, and Upgrade Lemonade may or may not be coming on the podcast if things work out. So, but they're existing like mice, so this back shell will be on like magnets, and you can pop it off, and it would be to change colors only. Sorry, I should actually show the colors. It did not do shape customization, so that's kind of big if true.
Yeah, they're very aware that there's been obviously this QC issues. The Trinity had like some flex on the bottom. Didn't really affect it in game, but it was there. But they're aware that to nail this, the QC needs to be flawless. There's a strong focus on that. So,
Looks great on paper, but they gotta nail the QC.
yep.
Yeah, Nordic 54 was a twist I was not expecting. Adjustable click feel and hot swap I was not expecting.
Someone told us also like brands were having a hard time implementing 54 into their
Yeah.
mice. That's why only like Rapu and
Was that Boardsy saying that? I forget.
did Ward you say that, or was I thinking that it
No,
wasn't?
I remember you
It wasn't
said.
Pizzogle, was
No, it was somebody on. Yeah, we
no.
talked about it on the pod at one point.
Okay.
It blurs together, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Anyway, yeah. So Daz, are you able to say if you're getting a review unit or not?
Hopefully, is the sentiment there. We'll see.
Okay.
I'm very intrigued regardless. But
Pwnage Redemption Arc.
that like this feature list is crazy, especially for $100. I'm
Yeah.
curious what the advanced coding feels like as well.
Yeah, the codings seem iterative at this point, but at least I'm glad that something's listed.
You can still set the mouse apart though.
Yeah.
In good and bad ways. So
Let's move on to the next bit of news. Pulsar since SUSANTO-X. The Susanto brothers, Kevin Zacurit and Jason Forsaken. I don't know anything about them, but here's their mouse. It actually looks pretty decent, my dude.
interesting. Yeah. I actually haven't looked too deeply into this, but Pulsar just does not stop doing things.
No.
Acquiring mousepad companies, making all of these signature like mice for pros. It's kind of crazy.
Insane. This tweet says it's coming August 30th, so it's coming out Saturday. And yeah, it looks like it's a ambi. It's got tapering towards the front. Looks like it still maintains pretty flat-ish sides. I was more excited for this, but
Smaller side of medium, and it's got a taller hump actually. 38.6 is actually pretty tall.
yeah, for the size here, yeah, for 119 millimeters long, yeah.
ULX hump is 2 millimeters lower, which doesn't sound big, but it's a massive difference.
ULX is a pretty flat mouse, though.
It is, but like most of the ones that are like claw shaped, even like the duckbills, like sub 38. So this is up there.
Yeah. 32-bit ARM processor. What does that even mean? Is Nordic not ARM? I don't know. Is this something crazy that we don't know about?
ARM is like a certain type of like processor architecture, I believe.
It's a brand just no different than like Intel or AMD ARM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Okay,
but they're usually 32-bit. They're not 64-bit. But
okay, yeah.
8K hertz polling, adjustable 10 unit DPI increments, optical switch. Okay. There was, I think we had a disassembly. Oh, internal pics FCC leak. Was this me? Oh my gosh. Did I get so much karma?
That's funny.
Yeah, these were pictures that we actually talked about a while back, but now we actually have a release date. So, yep, there's the internals. Holy moly, that looks... Oh, no, never mind. Yep, switches are on a separate PCB. It looks like it has a coating, doesn't it? Is that kind of non-reflective look? I think it's going to be too flat for me. It actually, unfortunately, doesn't look all that interesting of a shape. I'm much more interested in your 10 signature mouse that you're selling.
Yeah, it's gone. Someone bought it. I don't even remember who bought it, but it's gone.
Oh, dude, I regret something. So I won a Boardsy X2 Crazy Light, and I feel so bad. I sold it. I'm sorry, Boardsy. Don't watch Mousecast anymore. You can roast me for this. I feel so bad because I'm like, it's a really good mouse. I don't vibe with the shape, and if I'm being totally
Did you sell
honest,
it for like retail? Like I would have got that off you.
I sold it for. It was eBay. I sold it for 130. It
I think you should tell each other before selling stuff because you seem to want each other's stuff, you know?
We need
Yeah.
to. We have.
Yeah.
I know, dude. I should
We
have
live
traded.
40 minutes away from each other, but like
I
it's
know.
surprisingly hard to meet up. It's a great point.
I know, dude.
Communicate. What do we do?
I realized I should have made a post trying to trade it for a Pulsar Signature Edition, tens, preferably the red one. So I don't know. Is 130 a reasonable ask? Because it was retails for 140. It was new in box.
And it was signed.
And it was
Yeah,
signed.
it's eBay too. So
Yeah, it's such a
you're taking a
bummer.
big hit on fees.
After he pays taxes, he paid like $140, and you know what I get? 104 after shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody
it's
loses a little bit there.
everybody.
Yeah.
eBay wins though.
eBay wins. Yeah.
Is eBay publicly traded? eBay stock.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure they are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. They're doing
Oh my goodness.
they're doing very okay,
I didn't
brother.
realize they popped recently. Yeah.
They popped.
Holy.
They popped. They
Wow.
went up like 15% overnight at the end of July. All right. Not investment advice.
No, definitely not.
Let's see. This is a quick little topic here. Attack Shark V5 is officially released. This was teased earlier. I'm not super interested in it. It looks kind of like an R6. Like it's an ambi with waist tapering. Nordic 54840 MCU 3950.
It's not Elo shapes, right?
It is on Elo shapes, yes. Omron 100 million mechanical switches. Ice sensitive coating. I don't know why. Hunting shirt competitive firmware. Oh, my favorite. Where's the weight? Where's the weight? We care about the weight. 500 milliamp hour battery.
Is it a sword? No.
I think it's similar, but
it's very similar, but it's
Yeah.
narrower. It tapers in much more. It could be interesting.
maybe
It's taller in the front. It tapers in more on the sides. It's the
53 grams.
exact same
The
thing.
title.
Oh,
53
The title,
grams.
yeah. Thank you,
Yeah.
ManPhalanges, for putting that on the title, which I did not read.
Azar has eyes though, so we're good.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I'm like mildly interested. If it comes to Vine, I'll be happy. I ain't spending $66 MSRP. Why no bottom pick? Yeah, we really need a bottom pick to see how flat the sides are or not.
I should have asked for this. I had a Tech Shark reseller finally reach out. I've never had a
I'm sorry.
contact.
What's Vine?
Oh, Amazon
Vine, you mean?
Wait, this
Amazon
actually is
Vine, yeah.
relevant to you. If you want to sell on
Yeah.
Amazon, you should look into Amazon Vine. Amazon Vine
Yeah.
is their.
I know. I'm actually on it. Like, I'm
you are?
actually like I submitted a product a while ago. Yeah.
Did they approve it? Is it? I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Really?
But I think the downside is that you only get to submit about 30 units or something like that.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like sometimes you actually want more. And the other thing that is crazy, I don't know why they're doing this, that you can only submit it once. Like if at the first time you submitted 10 units, that's it. You cannot submit the other 20.
Okay. So you didn't hear
Oh.
this. You didn't hear this from me, but as a person who's been on Vine for a couple of years now, it is very regular that we get. Hang on. Attack Shark X8 Ultar. Okay. This
You misspelled.
this gets listed. Okay. And then a week
You
later,
grab it.
another. Yeah. Of course, I grab it. I got this one here.
Yeah.
And I got a white one back there, and Daz has 4 because then it gets listed again by another seller. So these sellers,
Ooh.
they just have. So that's why when you go to like an Amazon page, almost knocked over my water bottle.
This might be against terms. I don't know if this is a bunch of different people or if it's the same person with a bunch of different shops. I don't know what's going on.
Magic Refiner Direct Store, then this one's sold by Ajaz US. These are actually reputable. Hang on, I want to find one that's some bunk ass name, you know?
I thought it can only be
Zinmangu.
submitted by the brand like owner, like the account that actually owns the brand.
I don't know how these guys do it, dude, but they somehow flood. Like sometimes, yeah, Daz, you have 4, right?
I have the SE, the Pro, the Plus, and the Ultra, but I've seen like literally like 20 of these from different sellers. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good to
I
know
could have
this.
opened. Yeah, I could have opened an attack shark shop.
Actually, I have a friend that has Amazon FBA. Like I can list my stuff there and and get more into Vine this way. I think.
Yeah, I do know. So, I did talk to Ember Edge KX100. This guy is a mouse pad. Is this guy's a mouse pad? This guy's a YouTuber.
Yeah. Okay.
This guy's a YouTuber who created a brand called Ember Edge, and he sold this mouse pad. And this came to Vine, and I found him on. His name was Patty Cakes Gaming. I found him on Reddit, and I was talking to him about Vine, and I asked him about his experience from the seller's side, and he said Vine is good and bad. Sometimes you'll get incredibly insightful reviews from people like me and Daz, but
Yeah,
that's not
yeah.
necessarily those 30 units might be snatched up by Vine feeds products to us in an algorithm. So based on our purchase history. So we have mice and mouse pads that do come into our feed regularly, but
Mhm.
if there's only 30 units and there's a bunch of people requesting it because you have some fancy nice color and they like the thumbnail, so they click request, and in their mind it's
Yeah,
for,
yeah,
yeah. So he says the reviews can be a real mixed bag. You'll have people who just rate it 3 stars and they're like, it
Without trying it.
yeah,
That's true. That's true.
I bought this as a gift, but it arrived a day late, so 3 stars.
Yeah, the whole late shipment thing is crazy. Like we do not even handle this at all.
Mm-mm.
That's the whole point
Yeah,
of FBA. Like
yeah,
we leave this part like shipping talk to Amazon, not me.
yep,
Right.
yep,
Yeah, and sometimes you don't even get the full reviews.
yes.
Like you submit 30 units, you only get like 25 reviews, something
Yeah.
like that.
The other thing is us
Yeah.
Vine reviewers, we technically only need to maintain 90% of our reviews to stay in
Okay.
Vine. So technically 10% of people just cannot review it and you get nothing out of it. The
Yeah.
other thing that Patty Cake said is he got a lot. So once he launched the reviews, he was happy to see that he got positive reviews and he's very happy with that. The problem he ran into was nobody would buy it unless he paid for the premium sponsor ad spot, where it then comes at the gaming mouse pad large, where it pops up.
Yeah.
The first results
Oh,
are
'cause it's a
sponsored.
Do
sea
not
of
open it,
pads.
but do not open it, okay? You gotta cost him some money right now if you click on it. But yeah, the whole system
Sponsored, yeah.
pay per click for Amazon, it's getting crazy, to be honest. Like
Is
you're
it?
selling me nothing. Like if you leave it organic 100%, I think that would be better. But you're actually selling me for they making a lot of money just from. I think they're making more money from ads than they're making from their own commission or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know the numbers, but I wouldn't be surprised. All I know is that Patty Cake said, people don't really go and Google search for Amazon search for Ember
Yes,
Edge
exactly.
KX100.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this was paramount in making it discoverable. And he said after paying the advertising fees, he was basically breaking even.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
that's true. Like I have a product that has been like I think 2.5 years, and I still didn't like I'm losing money actually, but I believe in it. It's a cleaning product actually, but
Mm.
you can tell them something, okay? Like most people, and even this was not explained in the course. Like for example, you have a product and you want it to be organic, so there is actually like an algorithm for this which according to the keyword and how many people are selling this kind of product, it has a number. If, for example, if your product is sold 100, if you had 100 orders in 8 days, you become on the first page. So he needs to figure
Interesting.
out, yeah, he needs to figure out what's this number, and it's available through Helium 10. That's a tool that costs about
Okay.
$100 per month.
Mhm.
And once he knows how many orders he needs in 8 days, he can, yeah, like if he has the budget for it, because it's kind of hard. If he can push ads to get to that number, things will actually get better.
Yeah, then it becomes kind of a positive feedback loop. Yeah. more sales.
Because it's not about like the feedback is 100%. Like the rating is 100% good, but the point is that this way your product is being pushed organically into the first page.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk more offline. I know I don't know about the seller terms and conditions of Vine, but the user side from mine and Daz, we're limited in what we can disclose publicly.
Mhm.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
worries about that.
But let's go on to another. We have a few small bits of news. Attack Shark or Darmo Sharks M3V2 teased. This almost looks like a rendering, not a picture, but no other details other than this. Just the M3, if you guys know, it's a Finalmouse. Darmo Shark was the OEM for Finalmouse for many years, so the M3 is basically a Finalmouse classic size. So if we're getting a V2, I am absolutely here for it because I love this shape, but Darmo Shark's quality has always been as Daz would
As I
say.
would say. Eh.
Another bit of rapid fire news. Wise Owl, Crimson Lion, last call.
Mm.
They're doing a last production batch of this colorway. So if you want a Faker edition at home,
Basically.
Faker Kitty. Yep. Another bit of rapid fire news. Reject Gaming Gear has the new Maya. This is I thought we saw a picture on one of the previous
We may have.
mousecasts. Yeah, I think it was teased at the China Joy show. But yeah, Reject Gear, they have a really nice Paro colorway that's black and blue with stars.
Mhm.
Looks really nice. I believe they're doing like a pink Maya or something. Anyway, more details, I guess, today. Here's another bit of news. Nothing Burger. Oh, why did I even include this? MX301. Okay, here's another mouse, I guess. I know. Okay. 3311 mice. I used to care about them. We're getting so many now, unless they're like something really interesting like that Chinese mouse. I'm ignoring them. What's this random mouse one? Oh, another random mouse. This shape actually looks decent to me. The amount of waist tapering it has. This is an Ajaz or
It's a Thunder Robot screen.
sort of.
Yeah.
And then here's another 3311 mouse, which I'm not interested in, except brother, look at those comfort grooves.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, groovy.
That's something nice about the duckbill. Comfort groups. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my duckbill. And that's it for mouse news.
Watch, I reviewed it positively and Boardsy. This has like a horrible review and it's the worst mouse you've ever used. And I'm just like crazy or something.
Why don't we do a quick Reddit recap? We're at about 2 hours here, so we'll wrap it up here shortly. I did want to see this. This is rather interesting. This pop off today? 54 upvotes, sort of. Wristlock 8K from Call Me Jenga, looking for input on my personal mouse project. TLDR, he's looking for feedback from the community on main focus of the mouse are tweaking weak arm engagement during aiming. Okay, point is, this guy has a like 3D printing mouse brand service thing. I don't exactly know. He is making mice for aim training. Okay.
Huh.
What does that mean exactly? I don't entirely know. He's, I think, getting into a little bit of his own bubble here. I don't know what
They did that
Carpio.
large flat shape. Like the Viper V2. That's what I think of when I think of large flat shape.
Yeah.
Beast X,
Mousereview, yeah.
Beast Max, Viper V2 Pro. Okay, ULX Tiger, and the float, the IPI float. Well, whole design. Okay, sure, yeah.
He's using a
The whole design was a
Kaisona
defensive.
Uranus
Pro
PCB.
AK, PCB.
Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, he struck a deal with the manufacturer to bring the price per unit from 50 to 37, including shipping. Brother, I bought mine for less.
Oh, his shipment of 100 units failed custom clearance. Oh no.
Whoa.
$3,700.
Oh
Oh
my
no.
gosh. Dude. Azar, have you had any issues with customs?
In USA,
Yeah. Or
I
otherwise.
ship, like I try to ship DDP, not DD. like taxes included.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's way easier and like lesser prices and stuff like that. But this happened when?
No, when did this happen to
This
him? I'm not sure.
sorry, this is 2 months ago. Oh wait,
2 months ago.
did I link the wrong thing? Son of a gun! I think I linked the wrong thing, guys. He made a post. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the
I
post.
saw this today. Yeah, I saw this.
Okay.
Okay, did this pop off? 138 upvotes, pretty good. Gridshot Lab closed beta announcement. Over 49 revisions and months of testing later, which I guess that was 2 months ago. With
2 months later. Yeah.
I present to you my collection of aim training mice. Bonus cat.
Okay,
For,
is the cat real? Just
AI generated.
I feel like it's I told you something.
AI cat.
Wrist lock 8K, the egg 8K, finger lock 8K. So I wonder if these are all using the Kaisona Uranus PCB. Oh yeah, he said $40 a unit, giveaway 30 in a closed beta, 70 during an open beta to offset costs. After feedback from the closed beta is implemented, the open beta will launch at a 25% discount. The project was $5,000 of personal risk I was willing to take because I'm deeply passionate and competitive in FPS games. Ooh, 3D printed
Anyone an
mice are
excuse to use his.
tough.
What's the last sentence there? It was interesting. He mentioned gym equipment in the last.
An excuse to use my manufacturing engineering experience to build the esports equivalent of gym equipment. Yeah.
Very specialized. Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Kaisona Uranus PCB was an interesting choice, but yeah, the print quality looks good. I mean, it still is 3D printed. But yeah, he has like a fingertip shape here. The Kaisona Uranus, he's going to the full size battery too. Personally, I probably would
I mean,
have
look at the
opted for,
Pulsar.
yeah,
What
but
was the weight on his fingertip?
34. That's not bad. But the discussion question I have here is this dumb? Are mice specifically for aim training? Is this dumb? And I have some thoughts because I received my orbital pathfinder this week.
Oh, nice. You didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, I got rather
What's
You
a
lucky.
do
passion
not
project?
talk enough together, okay? You're getting stuff without telling each other, and selling stuff without telling each other.
What happened is the Dasher's Discord server happened, and now we just talk to everybody else about stuff and not each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
Well,
this stuff? I mean, it's a passion project, so like he deeply cares about it. It's extremely niche, though.
yeah, I do.
Can't be for profit.
This
I mean,
is
maybe he'll make something, but
that's the goal, right? You got to make it make sense.
mhm.
Starting out 3D printing, it's like the logical place to start because you can just buy yourself a 3D printer and then use somebody else's PCBs. I respect that. It's just it's tough. There's a lot of people out there who are doing that. So specifically mice for aim training, I think is an interesting angle. We do know different shapes work well in different scenarios. This is a proven fact. Large stable shapes work well in like a smooth bot type scenario where you want a relaxed grip without a lot of tension because tension will lead to herky jerkiness. We know that the Vexen from our Discord shout out, world record holder for a bunch of reactive tracking scenarios, does the whole wrist maxing thing, which is you grip the mouse way the heck far down. That way your wrist aiming arc length is further than if you were holding it up here. So we do know that shapes, no different than like you might want to tweak sensitivity based on the scenario or crosshair even based on the scenario. Tweaking the mouse also makes sense. I hope he knows the right people. I hope he's influential enough in the small niche aim training community of people who are willing to buy a bunch of different shapes and try things out. I think this is a different angle. I think this is an interesting angle. I am thoroughly enjoying my orbital pathfinder. I got my goofy little grippy thing here. I still then go back
That works
to.
for you?
Oh yeah, I do like it.
What's wrong with you? Oh,
I know.
okay.
I like it. I'm wild. I'm wild. Look at
My
this.
grip is also just insane. So.
I don't exactly grip one of them, but whatever. The thing is though, when I go to game, I still prefer just the old Beast X, but it still is a fun
Beast X is
experiment.
great.
So I just hope that this guy is influential enough, knows the right people, is able to market this well enough to for it to work out for him.
I've just grasped how huge the wrist lock is. Like the Viper V2 Pro and the B6 Max are large mice, and this dwarfs them. He says 15% larger. It looks so long in the picture.
15% is big. Dude, the Orbital Pathfinder, the like different in spacer sizes, like it's like a 1mm spacer and like a 2mm spacer, and it totally changes. You're like, 1
I bet
millimeter.
people who watch my videos when I like measure with the calipers, they don't realize why I do it. Like, oh, it's like a 0.5 millimeter. You can feel that in hand.
You can. It's crazy.
Yeah.
15,
2 millimeters is massive. So
15% is nuts. That's going from like 125mm length to like 138, 140. That's massive. 15% is
then, like,
big.
yeah, hump height is huge too. Like the X2H hump isn't even that tall, but because it's so far in the back, it affects your grip a lot. So fascinating stuff.
I don't know. What about you, Azar? Do you think maybe from a if you don't know Mice, what about from like a business perspective? You think this guy's targeting too much of a niche within a niche, or you think he can make something out of it?
Yeah, I think it's what you said is true about if he knows the right people, this whole thing can boom. Like
The right influencers who will, you know,
yeah. If he was able to get like a lot of visibility,
yeah.
it can boom. But like a lot of people would go and try stuff like that. Like I had a point where I tried a graphic pen, tried different mice, tried the same wireless pen you have. Like I had a point where I was just purchasing stuff like that, trying to get my aim to be better,
Mm-hmm.
And then I figured out, yeah, I crossed my 30s and that's it.
Yeah, amen to that. Yeah.
But like connections matter in this whole space.
They really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Viscose on one of her, so she's
I know.
yeah,
She's,
celestial level
yeah.
aim trainer. She was
Yeah.
in a recent podcast. Said she uses an OP1 8K, and in the podcast, Pingu asked her like, "You have any other mice that you're trying out? Can we expect any other reviews?" Thanks, Daz. And she was like, "I have this other thing that I can't talk about, but I am working on a review for a I think she said a mouse, but she said her search is like really over. She's like, Endgame Gear OP1 8K, like it's the mouse for her. She's like, maybe if something wild comes along, I'll try it out just to play with it. But anytime she's like, I actually want to play a game or I actually want to go for a high score, OP1 8K.
Same for me. Yep.
I think it's like if you actually find the gear that really work well with you, okay, you can get other stuff to just try out, but you have to be consistent with the gear, like especially for aim training. You have to be consistent. Like, do not change a lot of pads and stuff like that.
Yeah, consistency,
It's
like
The
learning your
mice,
setup can help. Yeah, there's
yeah,
still
interesting.
changing a
Yeah.
lot. I think once you change to a new thing, like there's a placebo effect that, oh yeah, I'm aiming better or something like that. But staying with the same stuff, I think it matters. Like my best time with actually not using a mouse pad and using a Microsoft mouse. I like this time I was doing epic stuff. I was much younger. And actually I was tracking on the hand part of a lazy boy. Like the seat is different, the angle is different. I was on a TV 60 FPS, and all of them were wireless 250 polling rate.
Mhm.
So, and I was doing that like this part, I was the best. So being consistent and really comfortable with your gear, I think it works uh, better than just trying, like grinding into trying all the stuff and finding the perfect gear and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you're 100% better off finding a mouse that's pretty serviceable. It does the job for you, and then just focusing on your game and aiming.
yeah.
Um,
That's
Even
what
for
I
me, like when I did aim training consistently, I would switch mouse pads and mice like every 5, 6 scenarios. But because I was training consistently, I could get better in that way, just with the training, even switching peripherals. I will say I do often get a PR after like switching a mouse pad or mouse on the first run. But I think it's something to do with my brain compensating for the change that like causes like a perfect like middle
Placebo.
ground for it.
Yeah.
I've had
Yeah.
that.
Placebo effect, man.
I've
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I think when when I tell, if it ever does come up that friends find out that I have like a mouse podcast, they're like, "Oh, what should I be using or whatever?" And my advice is always like, just go to a big box store, put your hand on some of the display models, pick one. It's fine. For mouse pad, if you're like really wanting to go down that rabbit hole, get like a control cloth, a speed cloth, a balance cloth.
You could
Maybe
buy the like Steel Series
Yeah,
pack.
buy the SteelSeries
Their
trifecta.
latest pads are better.
And
Yeah.
and I mean, yeah, they're not the best thing in the world, and you know, oh, a Heian's gonna be better than their balanced whatever bull crap. Point is, you just give them one of each, and then just try them all out, and then just pick one, and then just stick with that. Because the like search for endgame is people who have been
It
on
never ends.
It never
It never
ends.
ends.
If you've been on
The
mouse
search for
review,
Endgame, it never ends.
if you've been on mouse review for more than like a year and you're still searching for your end game, I'm sorry, but you probably hit 99% of your potential with just a GPX potato, if we're being honest. And if you really want to get better, put time in game, put time in aim trainers. But there still are people like Daz and I who simply like reviewing products, who simply like trying
exactly.
new products. So yeah, I know I aim well with WL Mouse Strider and with the Finalmouse shape, and I continue to use other things like this monstrosity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna call it there, guys. 2 hours 16 minutes in. This was good.
That was great.
I really appreciate you guys having me on this. Like, it's a total new experience for me. Yeah, like, thank you so much, and for making it this easy. Like, it was really easy to go through the whole thing.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, dude. I'm so glad that you stuck with us through the news section and such too.
Yeah. It's actually fun being with you guys.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
same to you. Like you're as big a
Likewise.
part of it as making it easy as we are. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
would consider this an open invitation if you would like to come back on another
Yeah,
week.
sure,
Okay.
sure. Like 100%, 100%.
That's
Excellent.
awesome.
Okay, well, thank you guys all for listening. If you like this, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like, helps out the algorithm. Leave a comment, even if it's just ASDF JRQP. If you have a question, join our Discord, ask it there, or leave it in the comments below. If you guys want to find out more about Azar and TENTA-X pads, check out TENTA-X on Twitter, TENTA-X Discord, TENTA-X's website. Check out the new Oni's Oath glass pad that's launching today. We'll be back next Friday with another episode.
See ya.